Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Mr. Frank Andreas Hatzak, and he has done his PhD, and he is currently working as a senior advisor in Copenhagen Institute of Future Studies. We are here in Five Pointers. Five Pointers is a scientific knowledge capture platform where we talk about news and views regarding five different important segments in life sciences. And that is food, agriculture, sustainability, healthcare, and biotechnology. And to talk more on this today, Frank will be talking to us on future trends and what are the innovation holds for us from a very macro perspective and from an international perspective. So, Frank, please introduce yourself in a slightly detailed manner about your candidature and so how are things at Denmark? Please also tell us in this COVID time. And
Mhm.
over to you, Frank.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arnab. It's a pleasure to be talking here in this forum. And as Arnab has been saying, I am a advisor at the Copenhagen Institute for Futures Studies, senior advisor. And I have, before I joined the institute 3 years ago, I had a long career in the biotech company Novozymes, where I worked with innovation for around 10 years. And then I had stints in other parts of the company too, among them also being working with in the Indian market. So I know at least some parts of India quite well. So it's a pleasure to be with you here today. And it's true what Arnab says, I have a PhD in biochemistry. I'm not a food scientist as such, but through my work in Novozymes and through the work at the Institute, I had ample experience and ample exposure to the food sector and the innovation that is going on in the food sector. And at the Copenhagen Institute, we regularly work with clients in the agro-food sector. So this is a very vivid and vibrant area of economic activity, change and innovation. And as you said, Arnab, it really what you're also doing, you guys at Five Pointers, it really ties well in the big themes of biotechnology and healthcare and sustainability. So and the two other ones you said. So that makes food so super interesting and also very complex.
Absolutely. And how is COVID treating the Danish guys out there?
Oh, thank you. We're doing good. We did well, although I think when we compare it to I think really the rest of the world, and also I'm really following this regularly, how the situation develops in India. We have been doing very well. Thank you. Really, we really went early into a lockdown, and Danish society also showed a great degree of being consistent and staying together in this and through this, and we got a handle on it very quickly, and there was almost nothing during the summer months, but now it's resurging in terms of infections. There's many infections that is rising, though it seems now to be under control. But luckily, so far, we haven't seen that many people admitted to the hospital, but people are very careful, obviously,
Okay.
and take
Okay.
it very seriously.
Nice. And tell me before we go deep into our today's topic, how Novozymes has shaped you as a professional. Because now you are not in Novozymes, but the rich experience that you have got, how it has really helped you now as a startup guy, I'll say.
Very much so. Very much so. It has been a huge shaper of my career in many different ways. Because during the long time I was in Novozymes, I had ample opportunity to touch different technologies, but also the commercial side of things, and different different sectors. So all the way from agro to food to household care. So I had a pretty holistic picture on how biotechnology is shaping and driving innovation in all these fields. And yeah, finally for me, the when you work with innovation, it's kind of really hard to ignore the future, right? And the future is always a part of our everyday life. I guess at startups, as entrepreneurs, we are all extremely future oriented. And I actually then made my hobby, which was future studies, to my new job. And by the way, then Arnab, the Copenhagen Institute that I work with today is so I have 25 colleagues, and this is actually an institute which has been around for 50 years. So this is one of the I think, yeah, well,
one of the oldest, along with
bases.
the DTU, Danish Technical University.
No, it has been founded back in 1969 as a completely independent, politically independent and financially independent institute, which is financing itself out of the members' fees that we receive, our publications, and the consultancy work we're doing. So we're completely independent. And I know it's the name institute, which may lead people to believe that we are associated with an university or so, but that is not the case. We're completely independent.
Yeah. Wow, nice. So Frank, let us start today's topic, and we would like to hear, our viewers would like to hear an international perspective. And just to tell you that the main idea of 5 pointers is to convert a news to knowledge, and we are trying to cater to the masses, to the general public who are not from the science background. But currently we have more than 28,000 people reach, more than 7,000 followers across social media, and we are trying to sensitize the whole community that how life sciences industry is impacting you each and every day. Whether you are from an IT sector, whether you're from any political sector, whether you're from a media line or showbiz business, every day. So the life sciences industry is really helping you to live the next day. So so this is our main thing. So maybe the followers may not be that too scientific, okay, but what we are trying to do is how to explain the science in a layman language, so that they get hooked up to the life sciences institute, the streams, and maybe tomorrow their children, they can pave way, or they can find a job in the life sciences sector. It need not be only an MBA or a commerce sector which attracts the best of the talent. I want to create through 5 pointers how to glamorize the life sciences industries. So that's the main idea. So maybe through your presentation, you can work on that, and
yes,
our viewers will like to hear your perspective. So maybe you can share your screen, Frank, and let us start.
But yes, Arnab, that is I think a very good and strong and a vision which is worth applauding, and I think I can speak to that certainly.